Hey, Mike here with Mike's Bags, and today I'm reviewing Krush by Buffalo Boards. This is one of the 6 new bags that Buffalo came out with this year. They brought over their lineup from last year, the Deadhead, the Fallout X, the Ambush, brought those 3 bags over, 3 great bags that really fit pretty much every type of player in board condition. And then they came out with 6 bags, that 3 carpeted, 3 non-carpeted, and they really started targeting down to fill in the gaps or the kind of niche type play styles you might use. And I really like what they're doing. I'm excited to get my hands on all 6 of the sets. Krush was the first set, or the first model that I got from them, so that's why I'm bringing the review to you here first. And let's go ahead and jump on to the review, and we'll start with the design here. This is the launch edition. It was the gold. They kind of came out the gold in all of their models when they did a launch here for the 2023 season. They do now have a multicolor one out there as well. I like it. I mean, it says Krush on there. It's got the Buffalo bags down here. The backside is just stars on there. I think it's nice. I really do like that. If you don't like the gold, check out the multicolored. It's stylish. Kind of looks like that graffiti. Maybe something like someone would tag. Overpass, a bridge, a train, something like that. It kind of gives you that little bit of stylish to it. But all in all, I like it. It's a nice design. I think it looks clean, looks good. I have no issues with that. As far as the materials on that, we'll start with the slow side here. Actually, both these materials are materials that are used on a lot of other bags, and I've talked about them extensively. This slow side is the slow side of the Pro Sniper, the slow side of the Costello. It's a 6-speed. It's a great material because it's so versatile. You can run bags up the board in the hole with it, or you can play a little bit dirtier style, throw some blocks out there. It's great for collecting. It's just an all-around awesome material. So yeah, 6-speed on the slow side. Fast side, this is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite materials. This is the same as the fast side of the Viking or the Pro Advantage. It's the Widow material without the dots. It's the same as the slow side of the Fire Heat. It's at 7-speed, really soft material, crazy hole friendly, very controllable. It's the fast side on a lot of carpet bags, the slow side on a lot of fast bags. It's the fast side here on the Krush. So you put these 2 materials together, 2 great materials together, and the bag just feels awesome. It feels super soft. I just love the way it feels. Throw in that flat disc fill that Buffalo uses, and it's one of the best feeling bags that I've thrown. Absolutely love it. I think you're gonna love it as well. The bag is probably that medium size. To me, it's not as big as the Fallout X template. It's a good medium size template in there. It's a good medium sized amount of fill. Again, it's not super crazy full. It's not super crazy floppy, but it has a nice amount of flop to it. These bags I got secondhand, bought them used, so they came to me already broken, so they're already pretty floppy. But I love the amount of floppiness. I love the fill. I love the way they feel. Everything about the bag is just awesome. And I really wasn't sure I was going to get that. I didn't know what to expect when I got these bags. Then go to playability, and it really doesn't disappoint on the boards. Throwing this bag, it's a blast to throw. I love throwing it. Again, I love these 2 materials because they're so playable and you can do so much with them. You can take this slow side here, and you can just run bags in the hole. Put them in the hole. They'll go up there, they'll melt in the hole. It doesn't matter which side the bag's on. Both these materials like to just melt in the hole. Very rarely do they hang up. If they do, they're super easy to collect. So it's really easy just to put bags in the hole round after round after round. But if you do want to throw a blocker out there every now and then, you can actually control this slide. You can actually really control both sides you want to, but you can control the slow side and put a blocker out there anytime you want. And because the bag is got enough fill to it, it's really easy to collect. Again, it's not that floppy, so when you put a bag out there, you just have to clip the corner. Just catch the corner, it'll spin and drop in it. It doesn't, floppy bags wanna bunch up and they just want to spin around. This bag doesn't. When you get a bag, off to the side, especially on your opponent's side, throw one. You don't have to go after it with a cut shot or anything. Just go right down the middle, clip that corner, it'll spin around, and it's going to drop them both in. Once this bag starts to go in the hole, it's going to go in the hole. It doesn't take much at all to collect this bag. Absolutely love that about it. So yeah, you want to play that block game, you can with it. Maybe one of the negatives I'd say is because this fast side is just a hair faster than the slow side, when you've got more than one bag, so you got a couple bags up there, you've really got to put a little extra oomph on this bag to collect it. I think of it a lot if you're playing a carpet bag, like if you're playing with a Pro Advantage or a Viking or a carpet bag that has that 4-7 speed and it uses this 7 material, you have to throw a little harder to really collect those bags because it's super sticky. Well, this material is not sticky, so if it's just one bag there, it doesn't take much to collect. In fact, you can collect it with the slow side. You don't have to flip it over. But when you've got 2 bags up there, you've got to put a little extra on it because this is not crazy fast material here to make sure you're collecting that. I will also say that when the boards start getting sticky, especially like that little bit of dampness from humidity, this slow side actually plays really well. That's why I love the Costello, is because it handles that humidity and stickiness really well. It does slow down a little bit. Both sides will slow down, but they're still playable. They still move. So it's not like as the boards get sticky, you've got to go to a different bag. You know, you can still play this bag. You can play this bag when the boards are fast. You can play at normal speed, play them when they're slow and sticky. It's so versatile. And again, depending, you know, no matter how you want to play, like, you know, maybe you're in a blind draw and you like to play a clean, just run bags in the hole, and your partner likes to play a dirty game. You can both do it with this bag, and that's what's so awesome is how versatile this bag really is. The other thing I noticed about it is airmails. This bag is awesome at airmails. It just, if you're close to the hole, it's going to grab it and flip in. I had very few times that this thing actually hit and want to go out. It hit, it wanted to wrap around, and it would bounce around and it would fall right in the hole. The other thing I noticed was airmail drags. This bag is so easy to collect on airmail drags. When I'm doing these reviews, a lot of times, if there's a bag hanging, I'm going after it because I want to see what the bag can do, right? If a bag can do something that I'm not expecting. I threw this bag a lot before I turned the camera on, and what I found when I was doing that was that I was having a lot of success dragging bags that shouldn't be there. I think I caught one on video of a bag that was just barely hanging. I mean, it wasn't enough to even consider dragging. I wouldn't have gone after it in a competition, in a game, or tournaments like that. But because I'm doing the reviews, I was like, you know what, it's there. Let me see if I can go after it. I didn't expect to collect it. I went after it, and I mean, the other bag, I mean, it hit, fell in, and flipped this bag up and dragged it right in. It blew me away. I did not expect that. Yeah, this bag is an airmailer's dream. If you love throwing airmails, you love throwing airmail drags, you love collecting bags, you're going to do it with this with no problem whatsoever. There's really not many bags that are out of play. I mean, you got one back behind the hole, yeah, maybe it's out of play, but you got one off to the side because it's so easy to collect. You can clip it, spin it, take a couple bags, pull it in. If it's out by the hole, you can throw an airmail, drag it in. If it's not in front of the hole, if it's beside or even behind. So all in all, yeah, this bag just loves to go in the hole, and I had a blast throwing it. It's definitely going to be a set of bags that I'm going to find a way to fit into my rotation. I got to figure out how to do that, but I love throwing them. And it surprised me because I typically don't like bags that are this close together in speed ratio, 6-7. I like a 6-8 or a 5-7 or a 5-8 or a 6-9, something like that. 6-7, I really wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but I actually love it. As far as availability goes, Buffalo's doing a great job of keeping their bags available. I know when they first started coming out, like the Deadhead was one of the hard to get bags, and you only could find them on the secondary market for crazy prices. But now Buffalo's done a great job of their inventory. Most all their bags are available all the time. Right before I did this video, I went and looked, and they've got the Krush available in 2 different colorways. This one, and then they have a multicolor available as well. Their list pricing is $125, I think, for a set, which is on the high end. It's a little pricier, but they do run them on sale. I think when these first came out, they were on sale for like $120. I've seen them kind of fluctuate around there, so I'd say right around that $100 to $120 range. Somewhere there, you're probably going to get them. You can even find some out there if you're looking for a used set on the secondary market. They're not really going to be overpriced. You'll actually find them for a reasonable price, I think, out there. So definitely keep your eyes out for a set. If you can find a set at a price that you want to pay, get them. You're going to love them. I mean, even at the 120 range, I think they're well worth it. They're a great bag. I love throwing them. You're going to put a lot of bags in the hole. You're going to score a lot of points with these bags. I don't really have a lot of negative to say about it. So yeah, I highly recommend the Krush by Buffalo Boards. So I thank you guys for your support, and I thank you so much for watching.